Good morning, everybody. This video is a little different from the usual. I'll be talking about my thoughts on everything that showed up in yesterday's Nintendo Direct. Yesterday being March 8th, 2018, in case you decide to binge watch my channel a couple years from now. Shout out to the dedicated YouTube viewers in the year 2020. It's not going to be super intensely edited or scripted like usual, just a casual talky thing. I'll also only be going over the stuff that really mattered to me personally, so sorry if I don't say anything about your favorite game. WarioWare Gold. Right off the bat, they surprised me with something I actually care about on the 3DS of all things. I'm a big fan of the WarioWare series, but unfortunately I haven't played all the games yet. I'm currently midway through a playthrough of Twisted, which I accidentally stopped playing a couple years ago. I'm thinking I'll have to get back to that so I can work my way back through the series and play this. If you're new here, you might not know, I play game series in release order, which is probably something that's going to be relevant a lot for this Direct. But anyway, I also want to note, a pattern's forming. Nintendo keeps doing these weird remake mashup anthology 3DS titles. They did it for Rhythm Heaven, they did it for Mario Party, they did it for Ultimate NES Remix. NES Remix itself kinda counts on its own. Are there any other series this formula works well for? Because I'm pretty sure we have not seen the last one. Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers. It's a game. I haven't played Dylan's Rolling Western yet. Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey. It's a game. I've only played Superstar Saga. It's gonna take me a while to get around to this. Detective Pikachu. Remember how I said I always play games in release order? I might make an exception for Detective Pikachu. I'm still only back at Gen 3 in the Pokemon franchise, but the utter stupidity of the idea, and the fact they're going all in with it, full well knowing how stupid it is, means I have to give them major props. Even if I end up not getting it at launch though, I'm getting that friggin' amiibo. Because come on! Luigi's Mansion. I can't be too excited because they didn't seem to imply it would be much of a tangible improvement from the GameCube version, but I do want to mention, this might have just killed the chances of actually getting GameCube VC in the near future. Like think about it. If they're gonna launch GameCube VC, why would they be going around porting GameCube games to the 3DS? Kirby Star Allies. This is, around the 10th Kirby game in the last 3 years? I'm convinced at this point that Sakurai just doesn't want me to buy his games at launch. But hey, I might finish Dreamland 2 by the end of the decade. Okami HD. Unfortunately, being this is already on the PC, this is probably never entering my library, but I always appreciate when a game gets ported to anything so a new audience can play it, and Okami's definitely a good game to play. Also, good on them for bringing Wiimote controls back. It's not the same game without them. Okami was designed from the ground up with Wiimote controls in mind. It's a true example of a game that would have never existed without the Wii's motion control innovation. Which is really impressive foresight when you consider it was a PS2 exclusive. Sushi Striker. It's a game. Looks neat. Project Octopath Traveler. It's a game. Looks neat. Travis Strikes Again. No More Heroes. It's a game. Looks neat. But hold on one second, it's not just a game, it's a Suda Goichi game. So yeah, day one buy. Dark Souls. When I heard an amiibo was there, I was worried they were gonna say you can use the amiibo to make the game easier. Or even worse, that they were gonna say you can use the amiibo to make the game harder. If it makes the game easier, I'm a cheater if I use it. And if it makes the game harder, I'm a cheater if I don't use it. Instead it just does a taunt. Apparently this is a meme or something. Spoilers, I haven't played Dark Souls. Mario Tennis Aces. It's a game. I have not 100% completed Mario Tennis Game Boy Color yet. I'll get back to you in 2025. An executive looks down the list of Wii U exclusives, crossing the unworthy off, one by one. Finally, all names are crossed off, except the chosen. The Switch port that will define Nintendo's identity. Their rebirth. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker! I thought for certain this game would be forgotten, and the only way we would see any remnants of it in the future would be a Switch port of 3D World. But no, apparently they don't like porting games that are critically acclaimed. Let's port the one nobody cared about! Nobody, that is, except me. Legit, this is one of the best announcements out of the Direct for me personally. I've been playing through the new Super Mario Bros. And pseudo 3D Mario games over the last year or so, specifically because I wanted to finally be allowed to play Captain Toad. A game that, even with its original announcement, just sort of came out of nowhere with an original, awesome-looking idea. And guess what? I'm in the middle of Super Mario 3D World right now. Like, I was playing it the day before the Direct. I'm only one game away from buying and playing Captain Toad Wii U, and then they swoop in and save me. Undertale. This is another favorite announcement. Not because I'll be playing Undertale Switch. I already have it on PC, and that's generally my platform of choice. I love it for two reasons. Number one, Undertale is a friggin' masterpiece that more people need to play. Everybody needs to play it, and this is gonna open the floodgates. And two, even more importantly, Toby Fox gets to have his game on the Nintendo. That's just heartwarming. And the icing on the cherry is that they announced it with a terrible, terrible Switch pun. I love it. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. While this particular game going multi-platform isn't surprising on its own, that it was announced for the Switch out of nowhere like this is a bit more surprising. Not only is the Switch actually getting Insane Trilogy, they made a big deal about the Switch version specifically, revealing it during Nintendo's own event. Little Nightmares. It's a game. South Park. It's a game. Still need to play the first game, which I've owned and been excited to play for like a couple years. Come to think of it, I never did finish Chef's Love Shack. I'll have to get around to that first. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Let me put it this way. If I want to play every game in the Warriors franchise, by release date, I'll inherently be required to play every Dynasty Warriors, every Samurai Warriors, every Warriors Orochi, watch every Gundam anime, every Dynasty Warriors Gundam, read Romance of the Three Kingdoms, which, by the way, I'm literally in the process of doing right now. So, it's a game, it's a cool looking game, and it's a game I'll probably be playing just before the heat death of the universe. I should probably note, I generally prefer new IPs. Speaking of new IPs, ARMS. I unfortunately haven't played it in months, and while I fully intend on 100% completing it, I'm probably not up to snuff after several months of lazing about to compete in a tournament. Splatoon 2. Friggin' finally! Ever since the official Splatoon blog posted goggleless Octoling concept art, I was certain any day now they're gonna surprise announce the Octoling update. Play as Octolings, finally! But then Splatoon 1 ended. And then Splatoon 2 was announced, and I was certain of it. Here it goes. Splatoon 2's gonna launch with playable Octolings. No word of Octolings before release? That's okay. You probably unlock them after the campaign. That crafty squid research lab can't pull a fast one on me. But I beat the campaign in nothing. Of course, it turns out I was just beating the wrong campaign. Of all things to add in Splatoon 2, I never expected new single-player content. Like, none! Let alone a whole newly fleshed-out story mode. Here's hoping it scratches that itch the Inkling campaign never managed. You know which one I'm talking about. Super Smash Bros. Arlo, I am extremely disappointed in you. You really didn't realize that the Inkling was confirmed for Brawl the moment you saw the ink on the ground? Don't feel too bad though. I was fooled too. I legitimately thought they were just announcing a Switch port of Smash, which would feature Inkling as a new exclusive character. But nope! The way they're building up the hype, with Breath of the Wild style Link prominently featured, makes it look like it's Smash 5. I can't say I'm totally convinced it's going to be a new game yet though. Alternate costumes, or even having more than one Link taking up slots on the character roster, aren't new to Smash. But I sure hope it's Smash 5. Also, 2 requirements out of the gate if this game is going to be something I actually care about. Number 1, Sakurai. If Sakurai isn't making it, it ain't Smash. I trust the name in the end credits more than the name on the front of the box. And Sakurai's been a Smash staple. Number 2, Subspace Emissary 2. Subspace Emissary in Brawl is ludicrously amazing. What that game does is just like Jesus. Brawl could have easily gotten away with a silly little bonus adventure mode like Melee had, and even if they went with a story, they could have easily settled for something short and simple. See bad guy, kill bad guy, everybody wins! But holy god, does Subspace Emissary not take the easy way. It's beefy, it's got secrets, it's got plot twists, it's got heart, it's self-aware, and it never stops trying to surprise the player. So do it, Sakurai. Assuming you're even working on this one. Oh wait, and number 3, it's gotta have Norman Reedus. Give him grenades and rocket launchers, it'll be the greatest troll in gaming history. Special thanks to all Patreon backers including Lord Arenci, Eric Flynn, Leslam, Zany Band, Super Scrub ZO, RB Drock, Zalino, Mr. Harry Wonka, Mrs. Seckman, Andrew Seibert, Exanon1, Matt Smith, Alexander Botkin, and Chris Nate. As always, and especially now, let me know how and why this video sucks in the comments. I'm not really well versed in these news discussion videos, I guess you'd call them. If you guys enjoyed listening, let me know. If you were bored out of your mind, please definitely let me know. And I'll try to improve if I ever do this in the future. Until next week, thank you gozaimasu for watching, and get out of my house.